Hey, this is Austin from A Man and His Gear. I'm totally excited to talk about one of my favorite pieces of gear that I have and that I use daily. This is actually something I got I'd say about a year ago. This is the Ninja coffee bar. It actually kind of revolutionized how I do coffee. I used to actually have an espresso maker as well as kind of a standard coffee maker that just kind of makes a carafe of coffee. However, I found this, and it kind of combined the two. And it's a lot easier than having to use an espresso maker, and it kind of gives about the same thing that I was wanting. So it's really cool. It comes like this. It has a really nice foam maker that comes with it, so you can actually foam your milk. You just microwave your milk, which I know some people don't like microwave, but oh well. You just microwave your milk for 60 seconds, and then you just pump this like 10 times, and it makes a cool foamed milk. So this is the coffee bar. There comes with two different versions. There's this one where the bottom doesn't heat up and it goes straight into a carafe, and this is actually what keeps it warm. I liked this model because you can take this with you. It's good for if you have a group of friends and stuff like that, so you can have the coffee there on the table with you instead of it heating up a glass carafe, and it's less likely to break, which is nice. And so what you do is you actually fill this up with water, and then you just choose your mode. So this is actually the coolest thing that I really liked about this, is you have a bunch of different modes. You can go from a cup, which is actually a true sized cup instead of a tiny little cup. So it's like what most people use. You have your travel size, which is kind of your larger mugs that you take with you. Half carafe, so it actually would fill this thing up only to half. And then you have your full. So you can just choose your size, and then you choose your type. So you have your classic brew, which is what you would get on most coffee makers. Rich, which is actually the one I probably use the most. And it kind of gives you a little bit richer taste, so you can add some milk and stuff like that. Over ice brew, I've used this a couple different times. It just gives you, it's a kind of a rich, even more richer style. And actually how it makes in this that amount of richness is it actually keeps it inside of here longer. So that it just kind of soaks it longer. It's kind of like you would see on like a French press kind of thing, where it just kind of sits in there for a while. So that's kind of how you get the different richness. And then the final one is your specialty brew. That kind of gets it close to what you would see from an espresso shot. It's not quite the same, and it's not quite as rich as an espresso shot, but it's pretty close. And what I tend to do with that is, that's kind of the one I use the second most, is that's where I use this, and I fill it up about halfway, microwave it 60 seconds, and then foam it, and then I'll combine it with that, and it makes a really good coffee. I also include, sometimes I'll put like some chocolate in there, kind of give it kind of a mocha feel. And one little bit different thing is when you're shopping for this, that I found out pretty quickly, is you got to make sure you have different kind of coffee maker filters. Because most people have the kind of bowl-shaped ones, but this coffee maker actually does use a number 4, which is a little bit different style that I wasn't used to, and I don't think most people use these. So you just got to make sure you have this on hand. I got all of this through Walmart. Walmart had in stock the glass style craft maker, but I had to order online. I had to get the metal one, and then these are in stock at Walmart all the time. But yeah, anyway, so this is probably one of my favorite pieces of gear that I use a lot. It really made a change in how I do coffee. Oh, also, it's not just carafe. It does a single coffee maker, or a single coffee cup. So you can just put your cup right there, and it'll make it just like you would see on like a Keurig. I used to also have a Keurig, and this makes way better coffee than a Keurig ever did. You don't have that plasticky taste. You get to choose how much coffee you want to have in there. And kind of just overall you have a little bit more control over it than a Keurig does, with just about the same amount of work. I would put this over a Keurig all day long. Much better product, I think, and this is the best coffee maker I've ever had. So anyways, so this is one of my favorite pieces of gear. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Facebook. Make sure to check out my website. I have a ton of reviews on great products, ranging from a bunch of different things. So anyways, make sure to subscribe, have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon.